Hi friends, I am Said and welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video, I'll try to compare the Paragon's mobile default graphics comparison between the Realme X1 Max versus Poco F3 GT versus iQOO 7 device. So this is another most requested question that which phone has got what kind of default graphics and which phone has got what is the highest maximum frame rates we can actually play it. So right now let's start with the first phone, which is a Realme X1 Max device. So as you can see, the Realme X1 Max has got the Dimensity 1200 chipset, and this is the first Dimensity 1200 phone to get the 90 FPS support. I'll try to show you exactly, friends, what is the default settings in this phone. So this test is going to be really interesting for most of the gamers, because a lot of the battleground mobile gameplay lovers, they're actually planning to buy one of the device, but they're really confused. Should they buy right now or should they wait for the GT series? But still, in case if you are having any kind of plans to buy one of the smartphones, so you should know these things before actually buying which phone has got what type of default settings. So that is what this video is about. First, I'll try to show you the default settings, and then I'll try to show you a little bit kind of gameplay and what are the advantages and disadvantages, and everything I'll try to explain you clearly. So let's go to the settings, and it is the settings. As you can see, in the Realme X1 Max, you do get the 90 FPS update. As you can, with the recent Battlegrounds Mobile and the PUBG 1.5, it got updated to the 90 FPS without any kind of problem in the Realme X1 Max. So in the Realme X1 Max, you will be able to enjoy the 90 FPS perfectly, but the Realme UI will be restricting to use only at 60 FPS. So there is another brightness trick you need to follow to make it work at 90 FPS exactly. So you can follow the playlist, and that will give you the clear idea how to enable that 90 FPS. Now let's move to the next phone, which is a Poco F3 GT. So is a Poco F3 GT, friends. The advantage with the Poco F3 GT is that you do get the trigger buttons, and not only that, you do get the floating FPS meter. So even the Realme X1 Max has got the FPS meter on the sideways, not the floating one. So every time if you want to see, you need to swipe it and you need to see the real-time FPS meter in the Realme X1 Max. But in the Poco phones and the MI phones, they do have this kind of inbuilt floating FPS meter that is fantastic in terms of the usage. That is what I did like in the Poco F3 GT. Now let me go back to settings and show you exactly what is the default settings in the Poco F3 GT. As you can see, without using any kind of GFX tool, no config file, nothing at all. So these are the default graphics settings you will be getting in the Poco F3 GT device. As you can see, smooth and extreme settings, balanced ultra, HD ultra, HDR ultra, no ultra HD support. And the Realme X1 Max supports ultra HD as well. I forgot to mention, as you can see, ultra HD at ultra, it's supported. As you can see, friends, HDR and everything. So these are the few graphic settings between these two. Dimensity processor is quite different. These two phones, they do have the Dimensity processor, but still they're quite different. But maybe with the next update, we might get the 90 FPS maybe in this Dimensity 1200 in the Poco F3 GT as well. I think so. Hopefully we should be able to get that. Let's see in the iQOO 7 what is the iQOO 7 is doing here. So what type of graphic settings we got in the iQOO 7 device. So in the iQOO 7 device, right now I'm not running the latest update. So if you're in the latest update, you will get the voice changes option as well. There is no real-time FPS meter. That's another disadvantage in this iQOO UI right now. There's no real-time FPS meter built in. So these two UIs, they do have their own real-time FPS meter from the game turbo and the game space. But in the iQOO, we don't have those kind of functionality. That's another disadvantage. But maybe in the future, they might be able to add it. But right now I'm getting, as you can see, smooth and extreme, balanced extreme, HDR extreme, and ultra HD also available. I think I need to switch to the lobby and then try to check the settings. Then it will be able to, we can actually enable that. Let's go to the settings and ultra HD. Yes, ultra HD and ultra is supported, as you can see, friends, exactly in the iQOO 7 device overall. These are the basic graphic settings, default graphic settings. This is what you are getting in this phone. And if you ask me, when will the 90 FPS come in the iQOO 7 device? Even I'm not sure when we'll be getting. So maybe the next update, PUBG version, maybe 1.6 or Battlegrounds version 1.6, we might be able to see that kind of 90 FPS. But till now, no idea. So when we'll be getting the 90 FPS in the iQOO 7 device? That's the one thing which I can definitely say that. So right now let me try to do a couple of gameplay tests as well meanwhile, just to show you normal demonstration of his experience. And iQOO 7 has got really good stable in terms of the frame rates and everything. Snapdragon 870 processor, so it's really great. I did use the phone close to 80 days of usage with this phone. So 80 days I did not have any kind of issues. In terms of the gameplay I'm trying to talk, not about other factors, only regarding the gameplay. For the gaming, this is ultimate. The iQOO 7 device, in terms of the stable performance and everything, it's kind of really close to perfect, I would say. in terms of the stability. Yes, the iQOO 7 phone. Maybe with the future updates they might be able to add the 4D vibration. That is what I'm expecting, but I'm not sure exactly whether they will be adding the 4D vibrations or not. So we should see. If they add the 4D vibrations and the voice changers, that would be voice changer. We got the update, but I did not receive the update. Only few users received the update. I'm not sure. Only few. So as you can see right now, it was fine completely. So this is our experience with the iQOO 7 device, but I did like, as I said in the Poco F3 GT, one thing is the floating FPS meter. So if you try to use this kind of option, this will be really good. I'll try to make another video as well how to enable this option in the Poco F3 GT, which is really helpful for most of the gamers. So in this way, we'll be able to see real-time FPS meter. Not only that, the triggers are the another important part for this Poco F3 GT, which is fantastic for the gameplay. As you can see, friends, the triggers are very responsive. As you can see, it's very fast and accurate as well. And few of the users did mention that they are facing that kind of zero problem in this phone. Some of the users they did mention. But overall, all the phones, they're having the dual speaker setup. So experience would be really good in terms of the gameplay. So you should not have any kind of issues in terms of the gameplay. And only thing which is lacking is the 4D vibration. So 4D vibrations in this UI is not present at this moment while playing. Only in the FunTouch UI you can get the 4D vibration effect while playing the games. But it's not enabled in the battlegrounds anyway. So they will definitely enable maybe in the next time, I think so. So let's see, friends, and I did like this kind of triggers. Triggers are my favorite option. Some of the users did not prefer this kind of triggers, but it's up to the users to decide anyway. But for me, I did not have any kind of issues with the triggers. But apart from the loose buttons, this button is kind of little bit kind of loose. Now let's move to the next phone, which is the Realme X1 Max device. In terms of the Realme X1 Max performance and everything, I'll try to explain you what is happening with the Realme X1 Max as well. And here's the Realme X1 Max. As I said, in the Realme X1 Max, you can get the 90 FPS, but you need to use this kind of trick to get this kind of 90 FPS support in this phone. That's the one thing which is present in this phone. Let me need to start playing the game, so now you'll be able to understand it properly. So most of the users, when they play in the 90 FPS, they are facing actually the battery draining problems and the temperatures eating issues as well. Obviously, in the 90 FPS, it will definitely heat a lot. And right now, let me need to keep running, and now I'll be trying to show you. The real-time FPS, as you can see, I'm getting the 88 and 90. So there's a trick which you can actually make it to work. Only then it will be able to work that kind of 90 FPS in the Realme X1 Max. That's the one thing definitely I can say that. But only in my experience, I did not have much kind of issues as well regarding this phone. So in case if you have any other problems, let me know in the comment section. That will be really helpful for other users who are actually thinking of buying one. They'll definitely decide it. And this is a quick comparison, friends, between these three smartphones regarding the default graphics comparison between the Battlegrounds mobile gameplay. So right now the only 90 FPS is available in this phone, and after this one the iQOO 7 has got Ultra HD support, and after this one the Poco F3 GT has got normal settings only. So till now, so maybe with the future they might be able to change it, but till now these are the situations. And thank you for watching this video, friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.